SolidWorks flow simulation on airfoils, aircrafts, only on airflow, not with respect to engine. So for that I need to create few more videos, so separate I'll create for that. So now how the airflow gonna takes place on this particular aircraft or jet, on the surface, pressure distribution, how it gonna happen and all, we'll check this. Okay, and whatever the flow you gonna get here, so this is with respect to the Mach number which I produce, means which I given over there, so 1.8 I'll take, and whatever the region you get here, so that is inconsiderable here. Okay, fine. So I'll just give you some of the brief introduction about this one. So what we're gonna consider here, so you already know the speed of sound is 1, so that is 342.28 meter per second, and 1 Mach which is equal to 1234.34 kilometer per hour, and in miles it is 767 miles per hour, and flow will be sonic with respect to Mach number 1. So subsonic less than 1, so it is, as you can see here, 0.3 to 0.8 is the subsonic, and the supersonic is 0.1, 0.22, then 5. So hypersonic 5 to 10. So this is the drag formula, coefficient of drag. So how to find out is, the formula is given, so 2 times of drag divided by rho into v square into s. So rho is the density, v is the velocity, and s is the surface area. So this is the formula which we need to input into this software so that we can calculate the same. So this is the formula, please note it down. So I'll show you how to deal with this also. And next thing, this is the one more slide which I worked on, but it is with respect to only inlet flow, not this is not considered here. Actually, the whatever the velocity I have given inlet, that should be less, and the outlet should be more with respect to this gas turbine analysis, but just the flow is fine. So the distribution is fine, even the pressure distribution is fine, but the the flow with respect to the turbine operation is inappropriate here, and this is okay for us, let it be, not an issue. So we'll start with this particular model here. So let me jump into the flow simulation, and I'll create a study by using this wizard. So these are the basic tool inputs I'm giving, so how to utilize the tool to deal with the flow simulation on the aircrafts and jets and the airfoils and all later on. And once you click on wizard, you'll get this one. You can rename it if you want, so I'll keep it like this now. Once you define it, so go ahead with the next one. Here the unit system I need to define, so I'll change the unit system with respect to my requirement. I'll use SI system, and in the length I'll use the millimeters. I'll change it only, nothing extra. So next thing, in this analysis type I'll choose condition as external. Okay, so here if you select the external, anyway it's gonna give the results with respect to internal flow, so that I'm not considering, only the external flow on this particular aircraft I'm considering. Okay, so whatever the result you can get with respect to engine or the inlet, so that is not required for us, so we are neglecting that values, remember that. And now I'll use the fluid as air, and that should be compressible for me, so I'll use the Mach number for that. Okay, high Mach number fluid will be compressible flow, and that is fine. So I'll go ahead, and the wall condition will keep it adiabatic, no heat exchange on the energy exchange. And let me define the temperature. Anyway, on this it should be somewhat let me just define it as 373 Kelvin, so not more. So I'll consider somewhat the temperature, not exactly the requirement. So for tooling, to get the tool knowledge, not everything should be fine, right? It's okay, not an issue for me. So I'll define the velocity parameter with respect to Mach number, and I'll define with respect to, as you can see here, coordinate x. So the x should be for me 1.8 Mach, so supersonic, right? Yep. Then I'll define the turbulence parameter also. Here the turbulence intensity should be 1% for me. So the turbulence intensity is it indicates the laminar to turbulence variation, so how the intensity and how the viscosity and other factors gonna affect. Once I define everything, you need to deal with project 2 now. So the project 1 already I have created, so actually to run each and everything and store the results, it's gonna take time. So I'll just showcase the project 1 results. Now this is the computational domain, so you can reset it by using array the definition, and by using these values you can reorient everything. So you can just use the dragger to readjust everything like this. Okay, even the heights like this. Once you define this one, you can just hit enter and you can just hide it for your convenience. Once everything is defined, I do need to define the goal, so I need only the force now. So I'll use the global goals and I'll choose the force x along x is my one output, and even you can add the equations by using this insert equations. Here you can directly add that particular equation. Here you can type it. So from here I'll show you the equation. It's here. You can just copy this one and you can paste it over there, and that equation will be added over there to calculate the CD. So right now I'm not gonna do that. You can just refer that particular formula over there. So if you have any concern with respect to formula and how to insert it, please do let me know. I'll create a concern video on it. Once you define it, go ahead with the meshing. So I'll activate this global mesh here. I'll refine my mesh with respect to the factor level 5. Okay, and even the general calculations, I'll define the refinement as level 1. So here everything okay, not an issue, but this parameter should be for me only 350,000. Okay, not more. I don't want to waste more time on the meshing purpose and redirecting. It takes lots of time, so I'm not using any standard workstation. So I'm using my laptop, so it's fine for me. So in this here, a refinement should be with respect to level 1. That's fine. I'll click OK on it and everything is fine. So you can set CD or CL or lift. The lift is already specified here. So first with respect to Y is the drag value, we can set it up. So yep, fine. So you directly just click on run and just run it. So once you run this, we'll get the results once the result reaches the convergency. Okay, and then I'm not gonna run all the results for now. So already ran it with respect to 2500 iterations. I'm gonna switch to that now. I'll click on project 1. So it already switched here and the results already loaded up. So if it is not loaded, you need to right click and you need to select load option here. Remember that. Okay, and then I'll show you the pressure plot, and this is the pressure plot, how it kind of varies on the particular model. If you want to animate this, you can animate it like this. Okay, as you can see, with respect to the wing and with respect to the fuselage body part and the aileron part, how it gonna change, right? So this is how it gonna change. And then let me just switch to this one. This is velocity. This part is not considered into account, remember that. And here I'll just make some modifications to our convenience. I'll show you how vorticity gonna deal here. I'll activate the plot as vorticity. Okay, and I do select the iso lines and the vectors, not vectors, streamlines I'll select. I'll define the factor as 100, and here the iso line should be with respect to again vorticity I'll choose. Okay, and let me just define it. You can check how this is gonna happen here, right? And let me just show you here two options. One is evenly spaced lines. This is how it's gonna space it properly, and this is with respect to, it is not vorticity. Yeah, this is how the vorticity gonna be. Fine. And now with respect to the remaining things, one more plot is how the surf is plot, so how the pressure gonna vary on the particular model like this. So this is the areas where the pressure is more, and you can see the regions where the pressure is acting low. So with respect to that, pressure is inversely proportional to velocity. That also you already know that, right? So on that locations the velocity will be more, and the we'll see the streamline now, how the streamline gonna act on the particular models and all. So let me just switch to that, and these are the ISO surface projections. So this is the pressure variations, so how the pressure gonna act on it. So this is the, you can see how this shock waves and all gonna generate now. So this is the somewhat predictions on it. So it is not actually the same, but somewhat it looks like the same. And even you can check the velocity ISO surface. So this is how it gonna distribute, but and this region is not exactly the same. Okay, so this is more than this particular inlet with respect to operation, so that is different. Okay, next thing is to deal with the project, so that is flow trajectories. Sorry, I'll activate it, and you can just see how the trajectories are, and you can see on this particular wings and all the how the properly streamlined structures are going on, right? And even in this location, and you can check it here, there is no vorticity and there is no invalid flow, right? So it is somewhat fine with respect to the shape. So the design will be made with respect to these shapes, and also that everything should be proper, so the flow should be proper, and there is no damage with respect to the shape, right? So each and every factors will be considered to model aircraft and all, so that we need to keep in mind, right? Yep, so I hope this is clear. This video might help you to just deal with the tool usage for the flow simulation. So in the goals you can just add this one, so only I have specified this. If you just click on OK, it will show the results. You can just, if you just click on show, it will show. So how this is the force gonna vary with respect to your results. And even you can just check the CD, CL, how they're gonna change, so that you can also specify there, right? Yep, so thank you all for watching. Please do like and subscribe our channel.